The mail-order bride arrived on a cold morning when the sky looked like it was holding its breath. The town of Blackwood Ridge had seen strangers before, but never one like her. She stepped off the stagecoach in a plain gray dress, clutching a small worn suitcase, her eyes lowered as if the world itself were too loud. Her name was listed on the marriage papers as Eliza Hart, but no one heard her speak it, because she didn't speak at all. The man she had come to marry, Caleb Mercer, stood stiffly by the hitching post, uncertain whether to greet her with kindness or obligation. Rumors spread immediately. Some said she was mute. Others whispered she was hiding something darker, a scandal, a crime, a shameful past. The townsfolk watched her like a mystery they expected to unravel. Eliza followed Caleb to his ranch without complaint, moving like a ghost through her new home. She cooked quietly, cleaned tirelessly, and slept in a narrow bed near the window, staring at the stars as if listening to a story no one else could hear. When people spoke to her, she answered with small nods, careful gestures, and eyes full of restrained emotion. The town mocked her silence. Children teased. Women judged. Men speculated. But beneath her stillness lived something heavy, a storm of memory, grief, and strength she refused to release. Caleb noticed it most in the evenings, when he would find her staring at the fireplace, lips parted like she was about to speak, then closing again. He wondered what it cost her to stay silent. Yet he never forced her. And as the days passed, it became clear her silence was not weakness, it was a wound. A wound waiting for the moment it could finally speak. The turning point came the night Blackwood Ridge nearly lost everything. A raging fire erupted from the grain warehouse, threatening to swallow homes, livestock, and lives. Panic spread faster than the flames. People screamed orders, ran in circles, argued over what to save first, but no one truly led. Then, in the chaos, Eliza moved. Without speaking a word, she ran through smoke, pulling children to safety, directing bucket lines with sharp gestures, guiding trapped families with fierce determination. Her eyes burned with urgency and courage. She saved a young boy who had collapsed inside the warehouse, dragging him out just before the roof caved in. When the fire finally died, the town stood in stunned silence. The woman they had mocked had just saved them, without ever speaking. The next morning, the townspeople gathered, humbled, ashamed, and grateful. For the first time, they listened not for her voice, but to her presence. That evening, Eliza finally broke her silence. Her voice trembled, raw from years of disuse. She revealed the truth. She had once screamed for help while her family was taken by violence, and when no one came, she vowed never to waste her voice again. Her silence had been pain, fear, survival, strength. The town wept. Caleb held her hand, realizing he had married not a silent woman, but a warrior who had learned to survive in quiet. And from that day forward, Blackwood Ridge remembered her not as the woman who didn't speak, but as the woman whose silence spoke louder than words ever could. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.